This video is for if you got number 6 incorrect. If you got 6 incorrect, you can go ahead and put number 6 right here. The skill that you need to work on for number 6 is theme. Now, the first thing I need you to remember is that the theme is the lesson or moral of a story. And you have to think about, what did the author want us to learn? What did the author want us to learn after we read the story? What is the lesson or the moral? Now remember, the lesson or moral is often the same lesson, that the main character learns. And it's, remember, we talked about learning and we've talked about abstract ideas. It's generally about a big idea. Like love is a good abstract idea. It's usually a lesson about an abstract idea. Now, I also want you to remember that themes are generally taught at the end of a story. So if you read a story and you got to the end and you got a cool question about theme and you were like, crap, I don't know, then check the end. See how the story ends, because generally the theme is messaged at the end. So let's look at number 6. It says, select the best theme for the passage. Okay, first I'm just going to go through and see which one would not work. Sisters are evil and should not be trusted. Okay, maybe. Family support and love each other unconditionally. H, love. Okay, I can go ahead and get rid of love immediately, because remember, themes should be a lesson. And it's not just about, the question doesn't say the theme is based on what abstract idea. It needs to be a full sentence, so the one word answer is not going to work for me. Jealousy and greed can ruin relationships. Now remember, I told you, if you're struggling with theme, check the end. Let's see how the story ended. The prince and his love lived many years in happiness, blessed by children as beautiful and kind as themselves. But the two sisters died of jealousy, poisoned by their own spite. Okay, weird way to end, but I definitely see that the author is messaging something about jealousy. Now you could also, for theme, it's also helpful potentially to check your gists. Here's someone who got a 100. Here their gist. Two sisters, evil, mean, envious. Two sisters locked up. One sister and first sister found. Genie, king's party, shoes fall off. Sister 1 is prince's bride. Sister 2 and 3 make sister 1 into dove and prince. Okay, so I'm seeing so much of the word sister, right? I see the word sister a lot. And then I'm also thinking about, at the end, the author felt it necessary to tell me that the sisters died of jealousy. So I'm thinking sisters are evil and should not be trusted. Okay, maybe, I kind of get that at the end, right? They die because they were so jealous and they tried to mistreat her and tried to take her husband away from her. Family support, and okay, I already, like, I just got these two first words here and I was like, okay, yes, this is a lesson that an author might teach us, but it is not a lesson that is in this story. Family is pretty awful in this story, so I know it's not G. Jealousy and greed can ruin relationships. So I'm selecting between F and J here. Now, as I'm thinking about these two, I already think J is a stronger answer, but I just want to explain why. Remember, I have to think about which lesson is the Goldilocks situation. Which one is not too specific, which one is broad enough but not too specific, and which one is not like a fortune cookie, okay? So I want something that's specific to the story but not too specific or too broad. Now here, sisters are evil and should not be trusted. I'm going to ask myself, okay, do I really think the author wanted me to walk away from this story hating my sisters? Probably not. Jealousy and greed can ruin relationships. Yes, that makes a lot of sense to me. It's how the story ended. And it's not a pleasant lesson, right? But it's a good lesson. The lesson that all sisters are evil and should not be trusted is not necessarily something that would apply to every story, but jealousy and greed ruining relationships is more universal. It could apply to more than one story. So I'm going to go with J, which is of course the correct answer because I know the answers. And I want you to go ahead and in this spot here, write what you're going to do differently next time you have a question like this.